Why was the Fifth Amendment critical in the Dred Scott case? Imagine a case that could change the entire course of American history. That's exactly what the Dred Scott decision was about. It was a case that stirred up fierce debates over slavery and rights. Now, one key part of this case was the Fifth Amendment. You might wonder, why was it so important? Well, let's break it down. The Fifth Amendment says that no person can be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. It's a protection for property rights and fairness in legal procedures. In the Dred Scott case, the Supreme Court used this amendment to support a very controversial idea. They argued that slave owners had a constitutional right to their slaves, calling slaves property. The court said that Congress could not pass laws that took away this property without giving slave owners fair compensation. This was a big deal because it meant that laws like the Missouri Compromise, which banned slavery in certain territories, were unconstitutional. The court claimed that such laws violated the slave owners' Fifth Amendment rights by effectively taking their property without paying for it. Dred Scott was an enslaved man who had lived in free territories where slavery was banned. He believed that living in these places made him free. But the court decided that because he was property, not a citizen, he had no right to sue for his freedom. More importantly, they said Congress had no power to ban slavery in the territories. This decision was based on the idea that the Fifth Amendment protected slave owners' property rights everywhere. This ruling made many in the North furious because it struck down efforts to limit slavery's spread. It also emboldened the South, who saw it as a victory for their way of life. The use of the Fifth Amendment in this case helped deepen the divide between North and South. It made tensions pre-war even worse. The decision showed how the Constitution could be used to defend slavery, which pushed the country closer to war. So, the Fifth Amendment was critical because it was used to defend slave owners' property rights, deny African American citizenship, and block laws that tried to stop slavery's expansion. It played a major role in escalating the conflicts that eventually led to the Civil War.